Let us take you back in time to relive the spectacle moments, popularly written as the Tiger Slam. Don't go anywhere and keep watching. For those who don't know, winning all 4 men's major championships in professional golf, the Masters, PGA Championship, US Open, and the Open Championship in a calendar year is called a Grand Slam. The term was introduced in 1930 after Bobby Jones laid the foundation of this great feat by winning the 4 majors at the time: the British Amateur, the British Open, the United States Open, and the United States Amateur. After Bobby, many golfers came and went, trying to replicate what he did, but with no luck. After all, it surely isn't as easy as it sounds. You have to be perfect at every single shot you make, always one step ahead of your contemporaries. But at last, after many decades, a man emerged on the horizon of golf who had everything in him to do what it takes to achieve the Grand Slam. The world knows him as Tiger Woods. Tiger was the next big thing in the 90s, a young golfer who had an unquenchable thirst of outplaying everyone else. At that time, Woods had the honor of becoming the youngest ever #1 golfer at age 21 years, 24 weeks. The world was at his feet. As a 9-year-old, Tiger made a bold commitment to his father, Earl: "I'm going to be professionally excellent," and he was fulfilling that promise every bit. The story begins with Tiger Woods taking down Ernie Els in one epic duel at Kapalua. It was the Mercedes Championship of 2000. Woods and Els were neck and neck as they reached the signature par 5 18th hole. The tension was at its peak. Woods, in all his glory, nailed a superb second shot with a 3-wood, landing it within 12 feet of the pin, which earned him loads of cheering and applause. Just after that, Els responded with an equally impressive approach, showing that taking the trophy home that day wouldn't be easy for Tiger. Both sank their eagle putts, resulting in matching eagles on the 600-yard-plus hole, leading to a playoff. Yes, a playoff. After tying the 2-putt birdies on the first sudden death hole, Woods was lucky to clinch victory with a stunning 40-foot birdie putt on the second sudden death hole. This win marked Woods' 5th consecutive victory, giving him immense confidence, and he continued his streak by winning his next start, making it one of the greatest seasons in golf history. Greatest would be an understatement, because in 2000, Woods secured 9 PGA Tour victories, including 3 major championships. That's completely unheard of in today's modern era. After the Mercedes Championship by April, Tiger won 3 events and came second 3 more times out of 7 events total. He was unbeatable, a beast. All eyes were set on him at Augusta National. People were sure he'd beat everyone else in the blink of an eye and wear the prestigious green jacket of the Masters. But then came a huge disappointment. Despite a promising 3rd round of 68, trailing Vijay Singh by 6 shots, he faltered on the back 9, finishing 5th overall at 4 under 284, 6 shots behind Singh, who won his second major by defeating Ernie Els by 3 strokes. "For some reason, the golfing gods weren't looking down on me this week," Woods said sadly. However, while making that statement, Woods had no idea that the golfing gods had written for him a remarkable year ahead, in which his fellow pros would struggle to keep pace with his dust, and he would be at the zenith of his powers. The year when every golf enthusiast would witness the Grand Tiger Slam unfold in front of their eyes. Woods started his own version of the Slam with the historic 2000 US Open at Pebble Beach. Safe to say that nobody played such tidy golf after that. It was a one-time show. The performance was beyond stunning, with Woods finishing 12 strokes under par and 15 shots ahead of the competition. His margin of victory, breaking a record set during the Civil War, highlighted his dominance and is still the largest major winning margin to date. Woods also set US Open records for the largest leads after 36 and 54 holes. He became the first man to win a US Open by double digits under par. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, double digits under par, playing flawlessly with no bogeys for the first 22 holes and the final 26. He had 0 3-putts and needed only 1 putt for 20 of his first 38 holes. Wood had 3 subpar rounds while the rest of the field combined for 32. The 5-time major champion Phil Mickelson, who tied for 16th that year, wasn't lying when he said, "What he did at Pebble Beach is still the greatest performance in golf of all time." His victory check of $800,000 solidified his position as the PGA Tour's all-time leading money winner, with $9.188 million won in 2000. He really was the man of the hour. As a result, few people expected anything apart from another Woods win when the 24-year-old arrived at St. Andrews for the Open Championship. And guess what? Tiger totally killed it. The fan favorite went on to win his first claret jug by 8 strokes in equally dominant fashion in front of a record gallery of over 230,000 for the week. His 19 under par tally was a record for any major, and his total of 269 a record for Opens at that beautiful location. The headlines were made. Tiger had finally done what others couldn't do in a very long time. He became the 5th player in history, after Gene Sarazen, Ben Hogan, Jack Nicklaus, and Gary Player, to complete the career Grand Slam. Invincible was the word used for him everywhere. Pros would get intimidated even just by hearing his name. But to everyone's surprise, one man was not like the rest. He did not fear what game Tiger played because he knew all his secret moves since his early days. Bob May, hailing from Southern California, just like Tiger, had played with him in many amateur events. Maybe that was why he wasn't as terrified of Tiger and went on to play in full control during the 2000 PGA Championship. At Valhalla, the 24-year-old Woods handled the field with the same ease he'd shown at Pebble Beach and St. Andrews, all except for, no points for guessing, Bob May. The 31-year-old former junior golf sensation, who had yet to win on the PGA Tour, would not back down. The two produced one of the most dramatic finishes in the history of major championship golf. Both players finished the final round tied at 18 under par, forcing a 3-hole playoff. The playoff was intense. Tiger made a clutch birdie on the first playoff hole. Bob also played exceptionally well, matching Tiger Woods shot for shot, but Woods eventually clinched victory on the 3rd sudden death hole. It was one of the most memorable duels in golf history. The triumph was extra special because Tiger had secured his 3rd major championship of the year, and he was just one step behind achieving the dream of every golfer there ever was. He just had to get his hands on that green jacket to win all 4 men's majors of his career and boast that title at the same time. The 2001 Masters Tournament was the 65th Masters Tournament, held April 5th through 8th at Augusta National Golf Club in Augusta, Georgia. There was one burning question on everyone's mind. Will he succeed? He had certain factors going against him, like his injury in January while stepping on the foot of a fan, his swing change, which was wild more than ever, and the repetitive phenomenon of big players losing after their 3rd major win. Neither Ben Hogan nor Arnold Palmer were lucky to stay consistent after winning their 3rd crown. But the factor going in Tiger's favor was his control and faith, and when you have those, nothing can stop you. Now close your eyes and imagine a warm Sunday at the nation's most famous golf course in the most prestigious tournament in the world. The stage couldn't have been any grander for the Slam. And Tiger did what he had to do. He beat David Duval by 2 shots in the final round. After making his 15-foot Slam-winning putt, Woods raised his right fist victoriously. He then walked to the edge of the green and buried his face into his hat. It was the most human moment caught during a time when he never looked less mortal. Among the millions of fans watching history unfold on television was President George W. Bush, who congratulated Woods during a phone call. He had earned every bit of it. Whether you call it Grand Slam or Tiger Slam, we can all agree what he did was unbelievable. To win 4 in succession, that's pretty darn amazing. And that's it. Hope you like this piece of history from us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel and to watch other great historic feats of the past. Click the video on screen now to learn more about the records and history made on the golf course.